Before we jump into Nadder's interview,
we have a very special announcement that we want to share with you,
Yep.
and I'll let my man Sharif take the wheel here.
yeah. So by the time you'll be watching this episode, our online shop, Strings&Gear online shop, will be ready for you. Yep, up and running. So what do we have on the shop? Like most of all the accessories, strings,
Any
straps.
basic accessories you
Yep.
might need, as strings, tuners, cleaning kit, maintenance kits, anything you might need, and usually takes time to get
Yep.
here from outside. You can find it right
Yeah,
here
they're
now.
here. They're here. So swing by our shop, and if you see something that we don't have, just drop a comment.
Swing by the link.
Yeah, swing by the link. Yeah, swing by our link, and if you don't find something, if you find that we're missing something or you don't find something,
Share with
let
us,
us know, and we might include them in the next shipment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And with that, we hope you enjoy Nadder AL-Fassam interview, and with the heavy knowledge he's dropping on us.
yeah.
Thank you very much, and see you in the next one.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome back, guys, to the show. Another episode of Strings&Gear. Today we have a guest with us, Mr. Nadder AL-Fassam, is one of the main members of the guitar community here in the region, in Saudi Arabia. So we're here today to understand, what inspires him, what kind of music he's into, what kind of gear he runs. We have a couple of pieces of gear here that we're going to show you later on. But first, man, thank you for coming in today.
Shukran, you're welcome, of course.
So tell us about yourself. So what kind of music are you into? Because in the group that we're in, it's all metalheads, and
Yeah,
all
yeah, I know.
metal.
Yeah.
Which again, it's good to see again that we have local and Saudi talents
Yeah.
that are more diverse. I won't say not more diverse, but are into different areas of the music. So just tell us what kind of your music, who's your inspiration, what types of subgenres within
Yeah.
that, and just let us know, man.
Well, a lot of you actually know that I'm a blues brother, and I'm into all kinds of blues, whether it's like you're speaking of metal. There's actually blues metal.
Yes.
There's blues metal. Yeah, blues metal would be like something like AC/DC. Just change one chord and you'll go to, and you're back to blues. You just change this, and it's blues metal. In fact, I consider AC/DC to be one of the inventors of blues metal. The other band that I consider invented blues metal, probably 1 year before AC/DC, would have to be Thin Lizzy. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak somewhere in this town. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. There are a lot of subgenres of blues. You got country blues. Stuff like I love this kind of stuff. Johnny on a one time, stuff like The Weight,
Okay.
by the band, stuff like Shooting Star by Bad Company. You got 5 songs and they're all basically the same song, built up to Nazareth, had a feeling about a half-past it. Been trying to find a place where I can lay my head. Here's the band. This is a band called The Band. They're from Canada, and they're probably my favorite country blues band. Do you know them?
I haven't heard of them. But
Yeah.
I have a listen to them. That's later on.
Yeah. Oh wow. Another subgenre of blues that I really like would be psychedelic blues.
Okay.
You know, we're talking like Pink Floyd.
Okay.
We're talking like Robin Trower. You know, stuff like a song that I play with my son. He's here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yours.
all the time. The sun don't shine, moon don't the tide to wash me clean. Why so unforgiving? Why so cold? Been a long time crossing the bridge of sighs. You know, and when it comes to psychedelic blues, you know, when you're thinking of guitarists like Robin Trower, like David Gilmour, you know, well, David Gilmour, he's the one who made psychedelic blues famous. If it wasn't for him and the late Sid Barrett, I don't think anyone would have known about psychedelic blues. And the thing about psychedelic blues, there's a lot of, I would say, effects.
Mm.
You wanna
Yeah.
take a look at
Yeah.
take a look at the pedal board? So my main pedal board for guitar, my main gigging pedal board for guitar is what you see here. I have another one at home which is much more complicated, but this is my basic thing. My basic psychedelic blues sound is these three pedals: EP booster, tube screamer, and sonic distortion. Not all at the same time, but I would find the right combination. You would realize something really important that I do about my drive pedals. 90% of my drive sound is from my amp. So I would turn up my amp as it starts to break up, and then I stop there. I would put my volume, the volume on. First of all, I would pick out my least loudest guitar, and this one is probably one of them. This guitar isn't very loud. All right, I would put my volume at 7, and I would put my tone at 4, and then I would set up my amp until it
Starts to break up.
until it just starts to break up, and then I would use this to get a little more drive, and then because when you combine a drive pedal with an overdriven amp, you get a much better sound.
Yes. Okay.
You get a much better sound. My chorus pedal is an old early 90s analog CE5, and when I combine this with the 80s reverb, here it is. So this is a late 80s reverb. I get this sound. You hear that?
Yeah.
The chorus is swelling through the reverb.
Is it chorus going into the reverb?
Yeah, no, it's reverb going into the chorus.
Okay.
The reason why I got my chorus up here is for the song. There's a song in my band called Bad Friend,
Okay.
and there is this kind of sound for the song Bad Friend. And then immediately I go into the wah-wah. So that's why I have it next to the. So here's a bit of advice for a lot of the gigging musicians out there. Arrange your pedal board for comfort and convenience, not the right order isn't what you see in front of you. The right order is where it's comfortable for your foot.
Because you can take care of.
Yeah.
By